Now that our template is defined, it's time to make it look like an actual layout with CSS. Now, as you can see, I have my browser on the right and my code editor to the left, which allows us to see the changes being made as we type our code. Now also, be sure you have the ngserve command running in your console. So first, we're going to step into the styles CSS file inside of our source folder. I'm going to hit Ctrl B to get rid of the sidebar. And real quickly, we're going to give it a background color, so body. Background color is color code D4 E0 E1. And save. As you can see, it's a light blue. We're also going to give a padding top of 5 EM just to push everything away from the top of the browser. Now, real quickly, I'm going to use the wildcard and specify font family of Railway. Okay, so let's hit Control B. We're going to go to our app component CSS file. Now, if you recall, we created a div ID of iFace, so we'll start with that. Inside of here, we'll make a background of EBF to F2, and then also a width of 100%. All right, next we'll focus on our chat message input field. So input of ID message, we're going to put in background. This is going to be 384445, a border of none, outline of none, and box shadow of none. As we can see, it's a darker desaturated blue color. Also, we'll have a font size of 1.6 EM and also a font weight of 300. Margin bottom of 1 EM. A padding of 1.2 EM on the top and 0.7 on the right and left. Now let's also add just a couple more. We're going to change the color to 94 AAAC, a width of 80%, and float left. All right, we're getting there slowly but surely. So let's also reference our input send now button. So input of class submit. This is going to be a background of 00A8B6. We can see it's pretty bright blue. I'm going to change the color here to white. We're going to float right and make the width 80% or 20% rather. And then also a border of 0, padding of 1.02 EM and 0.7 EM. We're also going to increase the font size to 1.2 EM and cursor pointer. All right, great. So let's continue on. We also have our details container class. We're going to make the width 100%. The background will be white. Padding will be 1.4 EM. Margin bottom will be 5 pixels. We'll also have display block, clear both, and a border left of 6 pixels. We'll make it solid, and we'll use our color code of 00A8B6, which is the one we used for the send now button. All right, so it's starting to come along quite a bit. Just a couple more rule sets. Now, let's go ahead and reference the paragraph inside of the details container. We're going to put in a margin bottom of 0. You see now it is centered. And then a button, which is for our edit and delete. We're going to put in background. This is going to be D4 E0 E1. We'll have a color code of 465057. We'll save that. And we'll also add padding to it of 10 pixels. Width will be auto. Margin will be 0. Font size, we're going to make it a little bit smaller at 0.8 em. We'll float right. And then finally, margin left, 20 pixels. All right, great. Now that our layout looks much better, we're going to focus on performing actual CRUD operations within our component class.